Hello, Colas. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with manager Xavi, as it has been reported that Xavi is yet to decide on his Barcelona starting 11 for the Villarreal clash on Thursday, but reports are saying that changes are very likely. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about this shocking report claiming that Barcelona tried to sign Karim Benzema before his transfer to Real Madrid in 2009. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona are in dire need of a strong reaction when they play Villarreal at home on Thursday, October 20. After all, Barca have lost each of their last two games in all competition, and for that, Xavi has attracted a lot of criticism from some sections. Against Villarreal, things need to change for the good, as there is still time for Barcelona to turn things around. Despite the recent defeat at hands of Real Madrid, Barcelona are only 3 points behind the league leaders. Journalist Edu Polo is reporting that Xavi has been thinking a lot about the Villarreal game ever since the Real Madrid defeat. But as things stand, despite knowing that he will have to make major changes on Thursday, he hasn't decided on the lineup yet. It's been made evident that against the Yellow Submarine, certain players need to be demoted to the bench. This could involve Ousmane Dembele and summer signing Rafinha. The two have occupied the starting role for a long time, but consistency is nowhere to be seen. In turn, one can expect Xavi to introduce Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati. Furthermore, the situation with club captain Sergio Busquets is deteriorating with every passing week. It is no secret that Busquets is someone Xavi trusts a lot, the most, but the midfielder's recent performances have not been up to scratch. Despite that, the veteran Spaniard continues to assume the starting role, and if Xavi decides to demote him, Frankie de Jong could feature from the start on Thursday. Lastly, in defense, Xavi does not really have a lot to choose from in first place. Hector Bellerin, Andres Christensen, and Araujo are set to miss that game again, meaning that the usual suspects will occupy the starting places on Thursday. So those are just speculations I'm talking about. Definitely there'll be changes against Villarreal, but nothing have been decided yet according to this report. But there are some changes that I think we all suspect that Xavi might make. I don't know, maybe Busquets, because yesterday we got reports of Xavi might likely bench Busquets after his two matches where the last two games where he performed so poorly, and let's see how it goes. But I don't think I can't remember the last time Xavi put a lineup and fans don't complain. We have always been complaining about it, and I just have a feeling that Thursday's game against Villarreal, it won't be that different. Fans will be like, why don't you put this man instead of this man? They will always be complaining. People must say things. But I just think Xavi will put what he thinks is good for the match against Villarreal. Because what we want at the end of the day is that we should win. We should win and win convincingly. Thursday is an opportunity for us to bounce back after the last two matches that ended in a very bad way for us. And you can just imagine the kind of pressure that Xavi has. Just imagine, as a Barca manager, 2 games without a win, you are under pressure. Fans, there's some section of fans saying that Xavi is not the man for the job, Xavi should be sacked, and so on and so forth. But definitely we know Xavi is still there for a long time. Laporta have entrusted the project in his hands. So there's still a lot left in the season to fight for. But normally the problem is Barcelona are not playing as though there's any hope. But we just need to calm down. We need to see how Xavi, I think Xavi is still an inexperienced manager. That was even the mistake in the first place. He came to Barca coaching a big club like Barca, in the caliber of Barca, but that kind of experience is not really there. We know you have coached just Qatar. You have never really coached a big European team or another European team before coaching Barca. So let's see. Hopefully he improves, because now the expectations on Xavi's head is why. It's just too wide. We need to calm down a little bit. We know it's not easy after what we went through the summer to buy the kind of quality The squad is too good for Xavi to be under pressure, but I think we need to calm down and see how things will look like. If we win Villarreal on Thursday in the convincing way, then I think at least a little bit of pressure will be off for Xavi. Let's see how it goes. La Liga is still long, despite Real winning us 3 goals to 1 and ahead of the table for 3 points. There's still a long time, so nobody can say that Clasico was a title decider or whatever. It's just crap. It's nothing about title, because we still have about 29 matches to go in La Liga. So long time to go, but we need to improve. We are not playing that well, and a lot need to improve. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Real Madrid superstar Karim Benzema is dominating the headlines after he won his first ever Ballon d'Or award on Monday night. The 34-year-old has for long been one of the best strikers in the game and was at the forefront of Los Blancos' amazing season last time out, helping them win La Liga, Spanish Super Cup, and the UEFA Champions League. Benzema was awarded for his exploit with the Ballon d'Or award at the ceremony in France yesterday, Monday. Having joined Real Madrid in 2009 from Olympique Lyon, the Frenchman has grown into a legend at the club. However, it could all have turned out differently for Benzema, as Javier Bosch on Mundo Deportivo is claiming that Barcelona, of course, had made an attempt to sign the striker before he even joined Real Madrid. The journalist has revealed that he was informed by former Barcelona vice president Ferran Soriano that Chiki Bagirestian, who was in charge of the transfer dealings at the time, had flown to Lyon to try to sign Benzema. It is claimed that Barca saw some similarity between Benzema and Brazilian legend Ronaldo after he had scored 20 goals at the age of 20. An approach was made to the French forward, um, but Bagristian was met with a negative response. The report claims that Benzema told he was still very young to make a move to a big club, a club as big as Barcelona, and did not feel ready to make such a huge leap. A year after turning down Barcelona, Benzema ended up signing for Real Madrid in the summer of 2009, and the rest is history. The Frenchman was on target as Los Blancos beat Barcelona 3 goals to 1 in El Clasico this past Sunday. Xavi and Barca will definitely need to bounce back strongly after back-to-back defeats when they face Villarreal on Thursday. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with the latest on Barcelona. Yeah, on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye-bye.